What's up, guys? This is GreenWarrior291. I'm here with MegaZero. We're here today to go over the Sin Archbishops of the Witches cult.
the ones that are missing. They're a few cards short of a deck.
That's right. A few screws loose, if I may say so. I guess then again, if they heard me say that, I guess I would be dead 5 times over. But okay, so how would one realistically deal with one of these crazy-ass bishops? Well,
by running away and not being there in the first place.
Well, yeah, logically speaking, unless you're insane yourself, running away is the only option you have, because no one is a fucking... What would be the best one? Or no one's a Reinhardt. You do not have plot armor. But what happens if you're just unlucky enough to accidentally bump into one of these guys? How would...
Pray. Pray.
Pray. Let's see. What happens if we encounter Petelguese? The Petelguese Romanee-Conti.
Pray that he kills us quickly, because otherwise he's just going to either murder us or turn us into a finger.
I mean, you could try to trick him, no? You could try to play the super route of praising him. No, praising the witch cult and the ordeal if you figure out what the hell they want.
Well, the thing is, it easily backfires because he follows not only his gospel, but as soon as you slip up even once, you're screwed. And 2, he might just actually keep you around.
I mean, if you realistically want to survive, that's probably your best bet. Because even if you run away, let's be real, those hands are catching up to you no matter what. Unless
the thing is, you're dead another way, because if you follow him, you're gonna get stuck following him into attacking a village, which in that case you will die probably by either a guard or the inevitable Reinhardt.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean, you prolong your life, if you even call that a life. Like I said, unless you really are that crazy, then, I mean, go for it, I guess. But, yeah, unless you deal with Reinhardt, or eventually Subaru in his faction, because let's be real, you are fucked no matter what you do. But, let's scale this. From 0 to 100%, just how fucked are you in terms of survivability? I know all of them are technically 100%, but let's give it some options with this one. If you somehow can convince him that you are worthy of following, well, I guess his little faction, then you technically have a 90% chance of being fucked. Because, unironically, you may live to see another day, but, yeah, you just, well, what would be the equivalent? You GTA'd yourself. You got the 1-star active now, permanently.
Yep. And you're gonna get Reinhardted.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, I forgot. Let's go with this pompous ass that appears next. Regulus Corneas.
I mean, you're technically skipping the first of the 3 gluttonies.
Oh, that's true. Well, no, I thought he was the first one to appear first. Because, you know, he blew the carriages first, and then Gluttony appeared.
Well, he's the one that technically attacked first.
Okay, you know what? Then let's do that. I don't want to deal with the Regulus just yet.
My, what an attitude. I can't just let that slide, you know. Doing so would mean disrespecting my individuality, my authority, and...
Yeah, violating his rights, whatever. But, okay, Lye Batenkaitos. I'm sorry to say it, but, you're fucked in, like, 3 different fucking ways, and this is 100% you're screwed. 1, you need to be...
They're always hungry.
Yeah, they're always hungry. So, I don't think it matters if it's real food or if it's memories, because they're just gonna eat whatever they want. But they're mainly after memories. Does he ever eat anything that isn't humans or animals? Maybe food? Would you be able to throw, I don't know, a steak or something and maybe distract them for like a second?
He probably does, but at the same time, it's like Daphne says, it doesn't matter how much you actually eat. It's not like you're actually getting sustenance out of it. You're just kind of throwing. It's like Kirby. You're throwing something into an endless void.
Oh, that's true. So you kind of are Kirby'd at that point. Which goes into the second part of how fucked you are. you also have to account that you have to be interesting enough to where he doesn't just outright kill you. Because there's one or two options that he can do. Steal your name or steal your memories. And
Or both.
Or both. Well, wouldn't that be on special occasions though? When you have
No,
to be...
it just means you end up a Rem.
No, yeah, but when you have to be a special case for him to want to do that?
No, he could do that on a whim. He literally just doesn't have to like you.
Fair enough. Then you're fucked. You're fucked in either way. One, you lose your memories, which at that point you lose who you are. Two, you lose your name, which, well, that's kind of the worst fate because everything is literally dropped to 0 on all your relationships. And that's assuming you even survive that encounter. And then 3, you end up in a comatose, which no one will remember you, and you're kind of just left there to die, essentially. So
Until he's killed.
Yeah, so either way, you are just royally fucked. There is nothing you can do. No plot armor can save you from this menace.
Unless you're Reinhardt.
I'm actually curious, could he actually try to steal Reinhardt's name or memories?
He could try, he's not gonna get very far.
That's true, Reinhardt's built different. But okay, then we can 100% say you're 100% fucked. If you just encounter him, unless there's someone to save your ass, you're just fucked.
Yep.
Then the next one is goddamn Regulus.
He's the only one that you can reasonably survive.
MegaZero, explain to our dear viewers, how could they survive an encounter with this pompous ass?
Literally just praise him to heaven and back. Whenever he tries to throw himself into his vanity, just agree with everything he says and just give him the quote unquote respect that he keeps desiring and just slowly walk away, because you are not infringing on his rights if you keep complimenting and asserting them.
Wait, but wouldn't running away technically be a violation of his rights because you just left without his permission?
No, because you technically got permission just from the fact that he spoke to you in the first place saying, I am glad that you agree that you are not violating my rights.
Huh. Okay. Okay, but that's if you're, I would assume, male, though. What about a female encounter?
If you're a woman, then you're screwed. He's just gonna take you as a wife.
Well, there's requirements, though. It's not like he's gonna take any random woman off the streets.
Technically, he did that 40-something times.
That's true. Yeah, but then he asked the question, the one question that everyone's freaking the hell out when he first asked Amelia. So at that point, wait, can he tell if someone's lying to him?
No. Unless he reads his gospel, no. I mean, because the thing is, it's like, you could clearly tell that, you know, in the flashback sequence that Pandora was clearly lying to him at some points. She was being truthful, but she was also withholding information from him at the same time, and he had no idea.
That is true, but I mean, that would be different than completely outright lying to him.
Well, Subaru completely outright lied to him, I'm pretty sure, once or twice, and he didn't really tell the difference. Or he's just, he cannot understand sarcasm.
Oh, goddamn, imagine if he did. Yeah, okay, then, okay, for males, if
if you have a silver tongue, you have a 60% chance of being screwed.
That's true, because Regulus could at a whim say you're fucked and just kill you outright if he just doesn't like what you look or whatever the hell he feels like it's violating his rights. But you have a most part of survivability. Though if you're a female, then I mean
you're still gonna survive, but just not in the way that is technically living.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because at that point that's just living hell. So I mean you're back to 90% fucked, only because.
Well, you're technically 100% because I mean remember what Amelia had to do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I'm saying the 10% you're not dead, but 90% is well.
You're just on life support.
Yeah, essentially. So it's more life support. 100% is just you're just dead. There's no saving you.
Okay, can you put a spoiler on this part?
Yeah, okay, editor me, remember spoiler. Put the spoiler tag right now like you did for that other video. Good job. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
So, wouldn't it still be 100% because he's technically placing his heart inside her body?
Yeah, but the whole point of doing that is mostly because it's for protection for him, though. Whoever has that, they cannot die outright, because then that causes...
But it's still no longer her heart, though. It's technically his. So by that qualification, she's technically unalive with her own heart.
Maybe, but it wasn't like there was a change in her that I was aware of. They found it out of pure luck, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Hold
wasn't like...
on.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. You know what? Let's come with a middle ground. You're 99%, because that you still have to be alive for that trick to work. But he is most likely gonna be like wanting you around specific points, or he might just move his heart to another person and then just outright kill you. That's...
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that could technically put it in, take it out, and...
So it is most likely if you have it, you are at constant... You have to follow his exact wording no matter what, and he will not care what happens. As long as it follows for him to survive. Because I believe he always has one wife at the very least nearby to make sure that his ability works.
Yeah.
Because that's how he's able to use his other ability without the drawbacks. So, I mean, we could do it to 99, because, I mean, there's still that 1% you're alive, but, I mean, are you alive? That'd be more the question.
I mean, okay, here it is. I was just looking up his thing. It's called the Little King.
Okay.
It allows him to share a small lion's heart to his wives, or in other words, anyone he believed to be a subject of his little kingdom. So it really doesn't matter.
Wait a minute. To his little kingdom. So wouldn't, if he technically wanted a male servant, I guess, just a random guard or something, that's technically in this little kingdom?
Yes.
Okay, then I guess we could probably change that. Anyone could realistically be fucked at that point.
It's just his vanity is that he's stuck to women.
He's like an evil Sanchi then. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Damn.
It says that even according to Teppei himself, the range of it is unknown. Though it says according to him, his wives had to be close enough for him to feel their love nearby.
I would believe that... let's assume that his range is limitless. I think he wants them nearby, because if they're dead and he doesn't know that they're dead, and he gets attacked, or his other ability doesn't start working, his lion's heart, he's immediately going to know that something went wrong, and he's not going to want that. So he's playing the safe game, but... My godly, that... he's so broken.
Yeah.
But
he really is.
But okay. Out of spoilers now, we have conceded on something. You are... If you're male, at this point, you're 60 to 90% just screwed. And if you're female, I mean, you're 99% screwed. Even if you have that little 1%, it's mostly begging for you to die at some point.
Yeah, especially because of the... And then the thing is, Amelia was just technically a proxy.
Yeah, that's true. Huh.
I mean, it's not like he actually even wanted Amelia herself. He just wanted... he was just using her as a substitute for, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh my god. Okay. I just thought of our next contender. Sirius Romanee-Conti. I don't know how to kind of answer this one, because her thing is, if I'm not mistaken, so long as you know of her existence, you are just fucked. Whatever emotion she throws at you is most likely... I don't think there's a chance you could survive, depending on what the hell she wants to do. Considering she yeeted the hell out of a kid.
Yeah, it says that the area of her influence is large but unspecified.
Okay, if you run into her, I mean, good luck.
Basically, if you're in the same city as her.
Oh shit. Yeah. Then GG's. Because what do you do then? Like the second you are aware, the second that ability of hers takes effect, you're at her whims at that point. So at that point, I can't really scale with her. With her, it almost feels like it depends if she wants everyone to die or not. And she's crazy, let's be real. Unless you somehow are able to, somehow out of miracle, be able to speak, you have to kind of know how to navigate it, and 1,000 people are not... No, 99% of people are not going to be able to navigate. That 1% who's probably going to say Petelguese's name, she'll probably catch you... Oh man, no. You'd be more screwed now that I think about it. Because the second you mention him, it would depend on what context, and she's gonna be right on you for... what percentage would you give it? I'll let you answer that one.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Even if you could talk to her. I mean, I don't know what you would do exactly. And no, you're just automatically fucked. Even that, her ability is just way too annoying to do anything about. But okay, we're right on the last two. And
also, back to Regulus. The one thing also, he is the only one that you cannot count on Reinhardt's plot armor.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Even the man who has plot armor can't do anything.
Yep.
But okay. Next up, I don't know why my voice cracked. Next up, Roy Alphard. Same as Lye Batenkaitos, but though I think in this case, you are 110% fucked. Because unlike with Lye, who might give you a mercy kill, or I guess mercy kill in the sense of he'll just kill you outright, Roy is just gonna eat anyone. Because his whole thing is bizarre eating, if I'm not mistaken. So he's just gonna eat whatever. Like, Lye is looking for specific people that interest him. Roy is just whoever the fuck. So yeah,
he wants quantity over quality.
Yeah, the opposites of each other, but same purpose. You are fucked. So 100%, 110%. Because if you encounter him, he's just you're screwed. You're just automatically screwed. Next to our next contender, actually, Capella. How do you say her full name?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, same. I'm looking it up.
Capella Emerada Lugunica.
Oh God, the Sin Archbishop of Lust. You know what? I'll let you take it here. Tell our viewers just how fucked it would be if you encounter her.
I mean, you're fucked in all sorts of different ways. One, if you're, well, considering that she's the Archbishop of Lust, you could pray that she takes it literally, but we all know that's not what's gonna happen.
What about those that are just beyond horny at this point, that just they thrive on that? What encounter with her would happen?
You are going to be screwed, like, in so many different ways.
Figuratively and literally.
Yeah.
Wait, then... Okay, this is...
Because the thing is, she could transform into whatever she wants. So, it's like, okay, you're screwed in that she could turn into basically a proxy dragon and eat you. I mean... And the thing is, she won't die very easily.
I mean, if I were to equate her annoying ass regeneration, the only one that comes to my mind right now is Perfect Cell from Dragon Ball. That annoying ass regeneration is going to be annoying to deal with. Not to mention, How are you gonna beat someone like that? You won't. And
And the thing is, it's like she could just turn herself into the person that you care about most, and you might not even know it.
that is true. We're playing a real game of Among Us at this point. And wait, then what happens if someone sees her and just literally ends up like falling in love with her? Does he just look at them and kill them?
Yeah, she might just kill him. But the thing is, it's like if you're a small child, ironically, you're technically safe. Because remember, she is the mother of Elsa and Melee.
Yeah, child is somewhat safe, but I mean, the question...
You're going to be working for her.
That is true, so are you really safe at that point?
Technically, I mean, look at Melee. She's alive and well.
Yeah, but I think they still get punished, and I don't know. I don't really want to think what kind of punishments Capella has in mind, because
that's if Capella sees her and or finds her first.
That is true. Like, oh god, I don't know what to think. At this point, death sounds better than being under her thumb, or I guess under her foot for those fetish ones. But
yeah, there's a lot of fetish people around her.
Yeah, but I mean, you are just beyond screwed. It's not even 100% that you're going to die. It's that she's going to first break you mentally, and then she'll do whatever the hell she wants. She'll turn you into a bug. She'll turn you into a slug. She'll turn you into whatever she wants. Or, well, I don't think she kills people, if I'm not mistaken. Well, under specific circumstances, but I don't think her thing is killing people. Considering the last episode, she told Subaru that's barbaric for her. So, I mean,
she turns them into, well, no, it's just like you said, she turns them into frogs and slaughters them. Or turns them into a shapeless pile of meat. So, I mean that's not life, that's death.
That is beyond death. At that point, you're just stuck like that. You want death at that point, so it's hell. That's not even 100%, that's 200%. Or maybe 1,000% you're fucked, because there's nothing you can do there. I mean, what are you gonna do? Point a gun at her? It's almost laughable that if you could do that, and then you'll die. Like, you're not surviving. I think the point of the video is, you're not surviving, with the exception of Regulus, which is completely ironic, considering that he's the strongest of the Sin Archbishops, and yet there's still a chance you can survive with him specifically. And yet everyone else, you are just going to die. Well, Petelguese, you can sort of move around that, but I mean, similar to Regulus, if you're one of his wives, it's not exactly living, and you're essentially put a target on your head. But you know what? For funsies, let's add in the mystery woman herself, Pandora. What happens if someone suddenly bumps into her, of all characters?
I mean, if she finds you amusing, you're safe. That's the thing. She's just gonna use you. She herself will not kill you directly. She will manipulate you into dying and or serving her, but it's going to be of that person's technical own free will, even if she's basically playing them like puppets on a string.
Yeah. And then what happens if, let's say, any normal human suddenly has the key to that door that she wanted Amelia to open? Obviously, this is just a what-if scenario, of course.
She will probably do whatever it takes to get them to open it for her.
Would she be able to figure out that you have the key?
I mean, I have absolutely no idea. Would they even know that they have the key?
That's the question. If you have the key, I mean, you're fucked. I think we can agree with that, because you are most likely going to forcefully help her, and then you're gonna die. Though, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes down to Pandora, isn't it that her beauty is so beautiful you just die on an instant?
Not necessarily, because I mean, Fortuna and Petelguese were fine.
I think they were both aware of her.
Yeah, but they kind of they resisted her pretty easily afterwards. Like once they remembered that she's trying to pretty much get Amelia, any feelings just kind of went away.
Actually, it's even worse. No, think about it, because with God, why did Fortuna, like the moment she realizes Pandora, like her rage just completely overshadowed every single thing with her. But
Well, I think she had just a hatred because that was just from the past.
that is
Like
true.
she already knew Pandora from previous.
Well, either way, you're just 100% fucked, especially with her weird ass ability that we still don't know anything about. I don't know how you would be able to overcome that. Not even. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I should say that. Damn it! Spoiler tag. 3, 2, 1. Not even the previous Sword Saint, who was arguably super strong, not stronger than Reinhardt, but super freaking strong, could beat her.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like nobody can beat her, probably except for Subaru, and even then, it would probably take a lot of resets.
Not to mention, you would have to know how her authority works in order to even have a grasp of beating her, because it's not like she can manipulate every single event. Considering she couldn't manipulate Amelia fully to open the door. She couldn't just say, you're opening the door, or something like she did with Regulus, because like, oh, you're not here, you're with your wives in your mansion, and then just poof, everything's gone, and suddenly everything that Regulus did was undone, because the world had suddenly shifted into that.
Yeah, she just rewrites. She rewrites causality.
Yeah, I mean, no normal human is going to beat her, unless you're Subaru. But even then, I doubt he's even a normal human at this point. He's like superhuman, or well, superhuman in the terms of like peak human, considering all the shit he has gone through and survived.
Yeah.
But any one of us, you're just screwed. And I doubt simping for her would do you much. I don't know what Pandora is regarding love, but you'd have to be amusing enough in order for her to let you live. But you're gonna be a pawn, most likely. So, regardless if you live or not, you are 100% screwed.
I mean, well, if we're still talking about Pandora here, like I said, it mostly just depends on her whim. Either you're going to survive because she finds you amusing, or you're just going to die at a much, much later time.
Yeah, depending on when she feels like it too. She could use you for something and then be like, alright, you're done. You can die now. And you die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, why Regulus though? Out of all the Sin Archbishops now that we discussed it, why is it Regulus that you can survive the most with?
Because he's so arrogant and vain that he can't pull his head out of his ass.
I hate him the most, and that's only because of the stupid fan fictions I've written related to him. Writing those rants are annoying.
Yeah.
But okay. Yep, so overall, if you see Regulus, I mean, you're most likely going to live if you do it right. If you just insult him, well, I mean, you asked for it at that point. Petelguese, I mean, hope that your devotion to his cause is enough to at least get you to survive, technically. Though you're just counting down your days at that point. Everyone else, you're going to die. You're going to die. But the gruesome levels will depend on who it is. If there's anyone they should avoid, excluding Pandora, who would you say they should?
I mean, in terms of immediacy, avoid the gluttonies. Otherwise, is going to be inevitability. Then it's going to be Regulus and Sirius. I mean, not Regulus. Petelguese and Sirius.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. I mean,
though we are technically there was one more, but it is a spoiler.
You know what? If you want to hear this secret, Sin Archbishop, stay stay for the last part of the video. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and please subscribe and give a like. But okay, let's speak on our secret Sin Archbishop that unfortunately most people are probably not aware of.
Yes, Stride. Because he's already technically dead, but I mean, at the time, he was the cause of some of the worst stuff that happened before the story even started, and thus, you were probably already going to be killed by him just from collateral damage.
Yeah, but I mean, if you suddenly just encounter him, what is your how fucked are you, essentially?
Ironically, because of the fact that he was actually, even though he was extremely vain, but ironically, because he had been a noble and just a normal person at first, ironically, you were technically safe for just like maybe when he was just starting. After a while, though, you know, it's 100% because you're gonna get caught up in one of his plans, and that's just going to screw you over.
You're either going to be one of three things: collateral, involved in either assisting or being used, which is, I guess, assisting, or 3, he'll see you as an enemy and you're outright dead.
Or 4, he sees you as a noble that was against him, and or part of the reason why he got rejected, and he'll kill you out of rage, or just turn you into Dragon Chow.
Yeah, I mean, unless you, is there a way to even survive him if you encounter him like that?
Well, if you're a noble, you know, you're screwed. If you're just a commoner, then you might be okay, depending on how far away you manage to get.
What if you tell him you'll fight for him? Are you most likely going to die?
Oh yeah, you know, you're gonna die because you're gonna be stuck in his plans.
Yeah, and that, let's be real, you're inevitably going to die if you somehow enter the witch cult, because they don't really survive, usually, especially the normal humanesque members.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're smart about it, but even then, you got Subaru, unfortunately. You're gonna have to encounter Subaru, and as much as most people won't admit it, Subaru's gonna kick your ass.
Stride is the only one that didn't die via Subaru.
That is true, but
well, technically, no, Sirius didn't die either.
Yeah, Sirius didn't die either, and well, here's the thing: if they have, like, if Subaru has to kill them, it is going to happen. At some point, it is going to happen. It just depends how many loops it takes, but it'll happen.
He got lucky. Sirius actually got lucky because even if he was trying to kill her, the kingdom needed her more.
I guess she's the only lucky Sin Archbishop. Unfortunately for us, yeah, even with Pride, if it's early Pride, you might get lucky. But if it's later, well, I mean, you'll live, but not for very long. So, I mean, you're 99%, like, that's still 1% you'll live, but it'll be gone in a few seconds.
Yep.
But overall, just avoid them. Like, don't go actively trying to fight. Don't think you're... Who's the... Kirito. Don't think you'll be Kirito. Suddenly get stronger. No, you're gonna get wiped out.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, the most... You have a 50-50 chance of just dying irregardless just by becoming collateral. Because the thing is, you don't even have to meet them. All you have to do is just be in the same city or town.
Yeah, and that is completely unfortunate if you're within their vicinity. You are going to be collateral.
And that is why never be reincarnated into ReZero until after Subaru has done all of his shit.
Unless you're in the Greed If route.
Well, no, I mean, it doesn't matter which one. I mean, that in the Greed If, you're not technically not even going to live, is because he just keeps repeating the same thing over and over and over.
Right, so a different loop, you are dead. So you're technically going to die either way, it's just depends on the loop. But yeah, essentially avoid everything. If you somehow end up in the ReZero world, do one of two things. Either get the hell out of Lugunica and go to Kararagi, because it's most likely you'll be safe there. Or two, go to the Reinhardt camp. You're better off there.
Well, no, because she's going to drag you into Subaru.
Yeah, but stick with Reinhardt and you're most likely going to be okay. Most likely. Unless you wanna for sure be alive, then the Amelia camp is just good luck with that, because, you know, it's the Amelia camp.
I mean, actually being in Lugunica by itself is actually technically the safest place, because they haven't, ironically, they haven't attacked the capital yet.
True, but I mean, that's where most shit happens. And let's be real, think about the very first loop when Subaru died. What do you think Puck did right after that?
Yeah, but also that's just because Amelia was there. I mean, it would happen regardless of where Amelia is. But even then, he only rampaged for like maybe half a day before he just got Reinhardted.
True, but
so all Reinhardt has to do is just show up, and that's it. It's over. So the only thing that gets lost is like the lower end part of the kingdom, which is what the nobles would have even wanted anyways.
Yeah, so I mean, as long as you avoid the camps, you have a higher chance of being fine. However, if the Sin Archbishops are around, you probably won't know that, and you're probably screwed anyway.
Yep.
So, yeah, ReZero World, not exactly a fun place to be thrown in.
No.
Which is why I respect Subaru a lot, but I hope you all enjoyed this random ass video. Thank you, MegaZero, for joining me with this fun little analysis.
No problem.